I, Agnes Crooknose, widow of none, and dweller in the shadowed hollows beyond the village pale. I have practiced the detestable arts of witchcraft and sorcery, contrary to the laws of God in this realm. By the aid of the devil's subtle illusions, I have cast spells and curses upon the innocent, causing milk to sour in the churn, crops to wither in the field, and beasts to sicken and die. In particular, I bewitched the harvest of Goodman Thomas Hale in the year 49, sending forth a blight of black rot upon his wheat, that his family might starve and curse the heavens. This I did out of spite for his refusal to aid me with alms. Likewise, I laid a curse upon the babe of Widow Marrow, twisting its limbs with pains invisible, till it cried no more. All through a poppet fashioned in its likeness, pricked with thorns gathered at the witching hour under a blood moon. Further, I acknowledge that I have blackmailed the frightened peasants of this parish, extorting from them geese, loaves of bread, wheels of cheese, and other provender, under threat of further maleficium. With eyes glowing like coals from the pit, I appeared unto them in the gloaming whispering of their secrets known only to the shadows, and vowing to loose upon their households plagues of boils, madness, or sudden death should they withhold tribute. These extortions I performed not for sustenance alone, but to feed the more of my infernal familiars, as hereafter confessed. Most grievously, I confess to calling upon sprites and demons, those foul ministers of Satan, to do my bidding. In the dead of night, upon a crossroads fouled by the graves of suicides, I traced circles of blood and bone, invoking the sprite known as Puckanel, a impish fiend with eyes of flame, to steal into barns and sour the ale. Greater still were the demons I summoned Belzathor, a horned shade with claws of iron, whom I bargained with for power over winds and tempests, sending gales to shatter the mill of Master Fowler. And Lilithar, the screeching hag demon, who whispered to me spells of barrenness, that I might render the wombs of envious wives fruitless. These entities I bound to my service with oaths, sworn over a black-handled knife, offering them my soul's fealty and the souls of the unwary. They appeared unto me in forms of toads and ravens, and once as a black dog with breath of brimstone, demanding sacrifice of Christian blood, which I denied not, but fulfilled in petty sabotages upon the godly. I seal this confession with my mark, this 14th day of October, in the year of our Lord 1653. Her mark, ex Agnes Crooknose. Witnessed by Reverend Elias Thornwood, Justice of the Peace, Sir Humphrey Black, Assize Judge, Scribe Jeremiah Scrivener.
If your witch keeps showing up with plant remedies, you don't have a sorceress. You've got a healthcare provider with bad PR. Agnes Crooknose, villain in the records, hero in the margins. Let's set the record straight. Picture 1653. England, dank, drafty, and absolutely allergic to independent women. Agnes Crooknose, widow of none, gets dragged into court, accused of everything from blighting fields to summoning actual demons. Her confession? A laundry list of desperate survival moves. Herbal medicines, bartering for food, maybe a little sass. The real magic here? Agnes dared to exist outside male control. No husband, no boss, just her knowledge, passed down from generations of women. When her tinctures went wrong or her remedies failed, suddenly it was witchcraft, because nothing scares a patriarch quite like an empowered woman with a pocket full of wormwood. Agnes wasn't a monster. She was a healer, a hustler, and a threat to the boys' club. Her true crime? Living on her own terms. So next time you hear witch, think rebel. And remember, sometimes the only thing truly cursed is the system.